ship is random. This doesn't make anyone's top 10 list. Oh, okay. This is the Stealth C. Now you're asking yourself, why is this a stealth ship? It doesn't have cloaking. It doesn't have shields. It's just a really... I don't know. So what we do have is actually pretty solid weapons. We got charge laser and mini beam, so very similar to what the Stealth A starts with. We have a more diverse crew, though. We do have a Rock, which has the second most blue options as a crew member. We have a Slug. We also have a Human. So we have 3 crew, pretty compact ship. We also have a clone bay, which is pretty nice. We have long-range scanners, which is one of the best augments in the game. I put it behind Zoltan shields, but it is a very strong augment and allowing you to avoid conflicts that you don't want, and we're going to have probably quite a few of those early on, as well as finding conflicts when you do want them for additional scrap. But as I said, this ship does not start with shields, it does not start with cloaking. Instead, we're going to have to rely on this, a shield overcharger, though it only takes 2 power instead of 3 as in the game, for all the other ships. And we also have an anti-drone, because drones are really scary. Yeah, drones are very, very scary. This is not a guarantee to take down drones, which is why it's particularly awful. And of course, this is going to be fairly unreliant as well against... it recharges our shields much slower than normal shields. So yeah, the plan is to try and get shields at 125 scrap. That's pretty tall order. You get about 140 scrap in Sector 1 on average, give or take, 130, somewhere along those lines. And I'm probably going to put some bonus points in weapons, so that's essentially going to operate as our shields, and maybe even drone control, which is bad because that kind of puts us further behind on getting our shields online. Let's go ahead and start. So the data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet, and that's why they sent such a terrible ship to complete this most important task. You'll need supplies for the journey. Boy, will we. So make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next, but get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of crew management. We're going to put the Slug in pilot, we're going to put the Human in engines, we're going to put the Rock in weapons. So the reason we do this is, for my preference, Slugs are considered the best pilots because they can't be mind controlled. Rocks are normally like the second best pilots, particularly if it's an area that's poor to vent. Actually, we have really good venting, so we just don't want them to be mind controlled. I like the Rock in the center of the ship because we do have to deal with borders. They can get to either end quicker since, you know, they're really, really slow at moving. And furthermore, we can sort of zip the Human over to doors here if we have to deal with a boarding event. Actually, I wonder if it's just better to start them indoors, and then we're like really not going to need engines right off the bat. Okay, yeah, we're kind of almost underpowered. We don't really have a lot of power to operate our drone system. So my first goal really is just to get a buffer point in weapons. Our weapons are, as I said, pretty strong. 2 shots and a mini beam is pretty destructive. And typically in Sector 1, they're only going to be dealing with 1 shielded ships. It's a very rare case of dealing with 2 shielded ships. And, you know, maybe 20% evasion. So ideally, our shots are going to hit and take out their weapons, and we're going to be fine. That's what we're going to hope for. We're going to hope that we're going to be fine. How low does that drop my oxygen? I actually want my oxygen below 50% if possible. Wow, that's exactly 50%? Okay, I can vent this room then? Alright, that gets us down there. Now, the sole purpose of this is, in hard mode, the AI actually does target rooms and systems specifically, particularly in regards to certain events. So they like to target your weapons when they're charging, and they also like to target your O2 when you are below 50% oxygen, and that number comes from the weapon. So that's going to lower the enemy shooting us in the weapons, and until I get a buffer point, we're going to do this to try and help us out. Okay, empty jumps seem kind of okay. We definitely don't want to go to, like, asteroid fields or suns or anything along those lines. We're just trying to survive. Okay, doesn't appear to have detected yet. Try to avoid notice. All right, let's hail them. We do have a chance at double rewards here. That's pretty tough to not turn down. Okay, slug ship jumps into the system. It is hunting refugee ship for sport, and now they found you instead. All right, so they don't have drones. That's fine. We're gonna turn off our oxygen and get our shield drone online and move this person into engines. All right, so that gives us 25% evasion. Okay, let's fire our 2 shots. And we're going to mini beam thusly. Okay, they hit us in the clone bay. Let's close doors. Their weapons took 2 damage. They're gonna try and repair shields before they do anything else. All right, so we can actually drop this and go ahead, put our oxygen on, and that'll actually get up a couple tiers for us, which is nice. And we'll go ahead and repair the clone bay as well. It's kind of tempting if we can get an O2 kill here. Since we shut off their oxygen. If I had my oxygen on at the start of the fight, we could actually kind of time it. Alright, let's see if we can play those repairs. It will stop out at 5. This is effectively like a, operates exactly like a Zoltan shield. Again, this could be, I don't know, I don't feel this is greedy. I mean, we're safe, their weapon system is down. If they get it online, we can actually absorb quite a few shots before we're in trouble. So we're just gonna let him do some repairs. Think he's doing a good job. It's almost done, and then... Nope. So I can only do this one more time. And then we're just gonna have to hope that the oxygen is low enough in the ship that we get, like I said, get a crew kill here. Alright, so I'm now inclined to just wait. If they start getting both their weapons up, our Zoltan shield goes down. I don't think they can last that long. Nice. Alright, so we got 2 fuels. A drone replaces our drone part and 19 scrap. Contact that refugee ship. Please don't leave me hanging. Slugs have hounded them since they left their home worlds. As a gesture of goodwill, they're going to give us an additional 8 scrap. Okay, that's 27 scrap. And as I said, buffer point in weapons. Okay. 1 jump down. And now I really want to, like I said, try and save up about 125 scrap to stress. So I'm going to keep taking empty beacons. Bit of risk, there actually are up to 2 empty beacons in the first sector. Hail them, chance at double rewards. Oh, well, that's a disgusting ship. Why? Okay, so Zoltan Shields in Sector 1 is brutal. Heavy laser and a pike beam. That's incredibly devastating. I mean, the pike beam is absolutely going to do an obscene amount of damage to us. Okay, so I mean, there's nothing I can do other than what I'm doing right now. I can't fire that shot because we have to do 2 shots to take their shield down so that my mini beam is good. Yeah, that was 4 damage. Okay, well, we're gonna stop the 2. Please don't miss. Please don't miss. Okay, would have preferred the pike went down. That's okay. That's not okay. Okay, well, we only took 4 damage in this fight. Alright, we're gonna have to repair the O2. And let's bring the O2 back on. Okay, 13 scrap, contact another 9. Okay, at least we're getting double rewards. We'll let our oxygen levels get back up a little bit. And 24 scrap to the good. Okay, I'm also now going to buy the buffer point in my drone system, so I've now put myself back 45 scrap from getting our shields online. But this is sort of our makeshift shield. Is now I can take 1 damage to this system and 1 damage to this system and keep functioning. Plus I can now go shields and anti-drone, which is relevant against probably the worst ships. Drone control ships are probably the worst. Offensive drones can be pretty nasty. Oh, you find a stress call. A small research station, it appears a small laboratory fire has gotten out of control and is threatening to destroy the small station. Their small fire suppression system is not responding. Okay, we're gonna send our rock crew member in. I think that gives us an augment. It's tempting to go for crew, but, I mean, augments could be worth so much scrap. The rock soldier tears through the airlock directly into the fire. You've never seen someone that large move that fast. It disperses as much fire suppression as possible into the heart of the blaze, and eventually the fires start to die down. Contact the survivors again. 20 scrap and emergency respirator. So that sells for another 25 scrap. So that's 45 scrap in a Sector 1 jump. That's fantastic. Really, the 3 jumps that we've gotten so far have been absolutely amazing in terms of rewards. Greetings. We recently lost contact with a cargo ship. It was set to deliver more construction materials. Could you help us figure out what happened to them? I will offer to help. Okay. Got some fuel. And now I do have to take fights. Alright. Well, let's see what happens. It's gonna have to happen eventually. Okay, we're gonna attack the slaver scum. Heavy laser and probably an Artemis. That's terrifying. They have two damage weapons. And as it says, it is a bit terrifying because we have only 1 buffer points in these, our key systems here. All right, let's do the venting thing again, even though it's a little bit slow. Hey, Fizzy, welcome. How are you? Now I need to vent this one as well. Okay, well, that gets us below 44% or 50%. So hopefully, again, they're going to target our oxygen versus targeting us in our weapons or vital systems. And we can take out their weapons. Or surrender, take one of our slaves as tribute. If it destroys, they'll all die anyways. Geez, they're only offering me a human. I mean, humans are worth about 45 scrap. Hey, Solo, how's it going? Do I want scrap or do I want another body? I actually don't even have a worthwhile system to put them on. You know what? Our rewards have been good enough. I don't feel like I'm that behind on scrap. I take the 4th crew member just to deal with borders. So go ahead, take the offer. Oh, that's a good, nice dodge. Okay, oxygen. Close the doors, and let's go ahead and name some crew. We'll, of course, do humans last. If you're late, that's what happens. You should have class up on time. Fizzy Elf, you could be a rock. Solo, you can be a lovely slug. Welcome aboard. I guess we're just gonna float the human over on doors. Keep this one on engines. Okay. What are you? You're a sun. I really don't want to fight in a sun. Okay, I'm gonna... I can't fight in a sun. It would be really bad, because the solar flares, the amount of flares you get hit by is determined by your shields being on or off, and we don't have any, so that technically counts as off. And that can start as many as 5 fires. Oh, that's lovely, Solo. Thank you for sharing with the class. Is it an offensive drone? FTL charging. It's not. Okay, basic laser. Cool. I should have started my shield drone regardless. But we actually might not take any damage from this fight. I like the idea of that. We just have to stop them from running away. We're gonna do that by damaging as many systems as possible. So we're gonna beam through, I can hit these 4 rooms. That should pull everyone to start doing repairs. Yeah, we got the pilot down, so that means that they're not gonna charge any anymore. We'll be extra safe. All right, nice, I like easy fights. 16 scrap, 3 fuel, 2 missiles. Again, really solid rewards. Okay, there's a store. I do have the emergency respirators to sell for 25 scrap. Yes, you are the captain. Burst laser 2 and heavy laser 1. That's a pretty gross weapon setup here. If both my shots hit, we're fine. If they don't, this is going to be okay. This is why I think it's going to be okay. I'm trying to convince myself. The shield will absorb the heavy laser shot. This is going to be sprayed. It's going to hit 3 different rooms. So the buffer point in weapons and in our shields or our drone system should totally work. Hit him in the engines. We're not going to hit him in the engines. We're going to hit him in the weapons. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's fight that ship. Get the shield going. I'm going to just kind of meander you that direction. Okay. Maximize our evasion the best I can and take 2 shots. Nice. If we get... yeah, I think that's the path I want to cut. Okay, we actually got to take it down before it fired. That's really good. That's like the second most terrifying weapon setup in Sector 1. It's close. Burst Laser 1 and Small Bomb is absolutely terrifying. It's potentially like just running. Flak is another really bad weapon. So the reason why Flak are actually, like I said, normally the enemy kind of spreads its shots, but the Flak, it doesn't work that way. They're all gonna hit the same room. Okay, 14 scrap, 54. Again, we're trying to save up 125, which we're not gonna have it, I don't think. Ion charger, fire beam, crew shields. Okay, I definitely want to sell the emergency respirators. Okay, that sells for 30. That gets me 109. 109 plus 17. Oh my gosh, is that enough? 109 plus 17. That gives us our shields. That's 126 scrap. Yes. Wow. To be able to buy shields in Sector 1, plus all the things we did in buffer points, is pretty incredible. We're almost like a real ship now. Okay. So now we just need, because our power's fine, we need 50 scrap for shields 2 and then power for it, which is going to be another 20. So 90, next 90 scrap goes to improving our shields. This is way better than what we were at. You have no faith in my abilities. Well, I mean, I do, but it's mainly because I actually am the one who's in control. So it's me having faith in my abilities. Oh, you find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them asking, "What's wrong?" "Help! We're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders." Now, before Advanced Edition came out, 100% of the time, your crew member died. Now it's not the case. You still have a decent chance. You also have blue options with a bio beam and I think a boarding drone. We have a clone bay, though, so even if we lose crew, we get them right back. No, Solo is gone! And you take a hopeful trip to the clone bay, and a relief, your clone is prepared. Your lost crew member. Welcome back, Solo. Now, technically, your death actually does count as a vacation, so we're going to have to dock you a little bit of pay. And let's go to the exit. That quest we got paid for, we're not going to do. I'm not going to dive in Sector 1. I actually don't need repairs. Oh my gosh, that would be so good. Look at those, like 3 quality events. Do I want Engis or do I want Mantis? Feels so good. No, you're fine. Look, you're at 100 health. What a decision. So I'd be tempted to go Mantis, hit the screen sector, but I'm terrified of this being a, what is it, abandoned sector? That could be really gross. It's possible we get 2 abandoned sectors here. I like finding Mantis. Mantis are actually some of the easiest ships to fight. With our 4 crew and clone bay, it's actually pretty decent dealing with borders. Let's go NG controlled, though. Again, Sector 4 is when the Lanius bombers start showing up, and they're just really gross. Because that's what they are. What are you? You're an asteroid field. I mean, I kind of can fight in an asteroid field, and I kind of can't. And that doesn't connect anywhere. That would force me to go to the asteroid field, which with a single shield, I don't want to do. What is larva? I think, well, I'm pretty sure almost like everyone is actually named after like backers. Oh, all right. What appear to be a single damaged ship is in fact 2 ships that have smashed together repeatedly. There's a fury of comm signals and damage. It's hard to determine what occurred. The vessels appear to be NG. They look locked together, but the impact and can't free themselves. Locked together by the impact, can't free themselves. All right, so if we have an NG, we get a blue option here that the ships are, and I'm making air quotes here with my fingers, merging. If we do fight the ships, we get nothing for it, so we're just going to ignore the damaged vessels. It's slightly unfortunate. We're not going to go to the store. We have 1 scrap. We can't buy anything at a store with 1 scrap. All right. Oh, cool. We got a beam weapon blue option. We're going to carefully cut them out. Get guaranteed scrap. Okay. Yeah, not amazing first jumps in this sector. Scrap-wise. Again, we were really far ahead in Sector 1. Yes, I will sell you 5 missiles for 15 scrap. I wish I had more. Always glad to sell people missiles. I'm going to go ahead and buy a buffer point in shields. So now they can be hit by a single time and still operate. Again, I'm pretty much committed to upgrading my shields. Ship without life forms, nearby dense asteroid field. Let's search for the ship. More free stuff. We're not going to get an amazing score, I feel, in this run. Cloaking, missile. Attempt to download the data storage. Alright, well, we got 7 scrap, 2 missiles, and fuel. And we have a map of the sector. There are no more fights. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps before the exit. It's best to just bounce around in these beacons here. Maybe we'll be able to pick up the distress. Again, I really want to avoid the stores. I just want some self-improvements. Don't need to go on a shipping spree. Okay, they're looking for some military supplies offering to improve my reactor, which is 20 scrap for 2 missiles and 3 drone parts. We have 19 drone parts. That's actually a considerable amount and not currently have a use for them, so I'm going to agree to that trade. Four, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, and 3. Make a union. Yes. Okay, another 8 scrap. Well, that is that shield. Okay, so we're up to 2 shields now. Alright, you arrive at a smoldering NG research station. Stress calls unanswered. Attacked by pirates or mantis, most likely. I like that it's not even mantis pirates, it's just like what they do, and then they're pirates. Could also perhaps be pirate mantis. Did you ever think about that? There may be someone left alive. Long-range scanners. Run another scan. Save the NG or save the drone schematics. NG? Yes, please? 9 scrap and NG. So NGs are 50 scrap. They have the most blue options in the game. Okay, let's move this way. So the reason we're going to actually swap out positions a little bit here is if we're dealing with borders, we're going to want to fight them with a human, not the NG, and we also want our doors to be online. When we're just fighting ships straight up, we want the NG sort of free to roam to do repairs. And that's why we do a little flippy flop. Okay, I can get one more jump in. Nice. Scrap, cool. That's a power bar. And we go to the exit. What do we get here? You arrive at the beacon locating civilian star system. A nearby colony contacts you. We've got a rogue rebel ship harassing the system. Do you have time to find it? Yes, I do. Your scanners can't pick it up. I have long-range scanners. How do I not find this ship? I call shenanigans. Shenanigans of the worst kind. Mantis homeworlds are rebel-controlled. Okay. Mantis homeworlds is kind of tempting. Again, I kind of like going against Mantis. We have a chance at some crew kills. Our mini beam actually has a 10% chance of causing fires, which is nice. We now have 5 crew. I mean, that should be more than enough to deal with borders. Mantis are, like I said, since they're bad at fires, a lot of chance at crew kills here. Alright, so let's stop and think about what we want to do with our ship right now. We've made it to Sector 3. We got our 2 shields online and our shield system, which is fantastic. We still have 2 solid weapons, and we're going to start dealing with 2 shielded ships. And that's really a heavy reliance on our weapons connecting. So for the rest of the run, what I would like, a defensive drone 1 that's going to help with defeat missiles, because I don't really want a cloaking system. Another weapon, and hacking. With hacking, I just need another weapon online, and I can beat the flagship with hacking level 3. Even though that is going to be a considerable drain on our drones. But that is going to be the plan. Looking into the mind of Mantis, like putting a human hand into the Earth garbage disposal. Look, ooh. Data stores off the bat? I gotta try. Map layout. Okay. Alright. What are you? You're an asteroid field. I mean, asteroid fields aren't... I can go to stress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, but I can get way more jumps than that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We might need fuel. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What is the best way to do this? Because 9 jumps is not... Normally you get about 12 jumps in a sector. We've done 1. So I want 11. So I guess we have to go 1, I guess 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's kind of 9 in one way or the other. Jeez. because eventually you're gonna progress here. I don't know. Let's go this way. More jumps, more chance for scrap. All right, we're gonna have a fight on our hands. So look at these nice people. They have a single shield, they have an energy weapon, and a heavy laser 1. They cannot hurt us. They also have triple mantis, which can indicate that this is an event where they're going to jump away immediately. We chase them down, fight them again. It's a much tougher fight, but when they surrender, they always offer us a weapon. You boarded... Oh, no, wait. Why did you board with an NG? That's just craziness. I'm gonna go beat up the NG. Oh, no, that's my NG. I'm crazy. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. Alright, so we actually cut the beam across the room. Even though it'll still only do 1 damage, it gives us 2 chances for it to cause a fire. And that's what we're looking for. What's nice here is we can also do a little bit of training. The ion will stop us from gaining... Where did you board this time? Okay, let's just start by venting. Okay, they still have not got the O2 back online. Okay, close doors, go help. I actually don't want my pilot being hurt because I really care about Solo. Shields guy, not a problem. They're actually not trained in any shape, manner, or form. I don't know, Solo, slightly trained. Enough. Oh my gosh, I butchered that. Okay, that's fine. It's not fine. That was terrible. Oh, well, it didn't matter. I got a double dodge there. Okay, that's gonna make an O2 kill a little bit more difficult, unfortunately. Now, they shouldn't board us again. Alright, I don't want to do damage. Again, we're trying to go for an O2 kill here because they tend to give better rewards. Plus, we get a little bit of training with piloting and engines. Occasionally, maybe sensors or sorry, shields. Hey, Riot, how you doing? Well, to be fair, I started a little bit early. I mean, you're still a little bit late, even though I was a little bit early, but that's okay. How are you? We're in Sector 3. It's going pretty well considering the ship we have. Mild delirious? Thanks on yourself. Mildly delirious. Oh, I'm all right. As I said, started playing The Witcher, the first one. I made it to the first chapter. The combat is a little weird. Not gonna lie, but I do find it interesting. Can't wait to see how you find that game. I assume that this is a game that a person can sink quite a few hours into. Because I was like, oh, you can do skills. I'm like, okay, and then just saw the massive skill trees. I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing at all. But, that's okay. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Gotta get back our stuff that was stolen by some evil sorcerers, as, you know, often the case. Come on. By the way, so enemy crew are never experienced in anything, and they can't gain skills. So it's not like this Mantis is actually going to be better at repairs. Even then, they're still pretty terrible. They repair at half speed. Cool. No more life signs detected aboard the ship. You appear to have won. Strip their ship. 31 scrap. That's a considerable amount of scrap. Let's see. Who do we have for Riot? Well, we did pick up the NG, so you do not have to be a human. Congratulations. Jump. I feel less bad about having to hit the store. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, let's go. Oh, okay, that's a bit of a spooky ship. Look at the spookiness of this ship. That's 5 power in weapons, 2 shields, and hacking. Don't hack my shields, don't hack my shields. Okay, doors. That's acceptable. Yeah, this is... Oh, I have my NG stuck indoors. No, no. Okay, let's... Okay, I have to knock its weapons down a little bit. Okay, we got the ion down. That's at least an improvement. And we broke their hacking, so my NG is now free to do repairs. Okay, I want to keep trying to keep their weapon system offline as much as I can. It's really... You know what? I'm gonna risk it and take down their shields and engines a little bit, because if they dodge shots, I'm not hitting them. So we're gonna go shields and piloting. It will lower their evasion a small amount. Okay. Or get a double dodge anyways. Awesome. Okay, why don't you go ahead and repair oxygen, since you're not actually doing anything. And we'll keep an eye on maybe an asteroid will be helpful. Yeah, see, I'm not actually taking another weapon system down. It's the same weapon system. Oh, these fights. Okay, that's drone control. I mean, I'm not actually using that right now. Man, these misses are bad. It's kind of why I need, like, hacking or mind control. And I mean, I'm just taking damage because this is actually a pretty gross ship to be fighting in Sector 3. I probably also should have you repairing Clone Bay in case I do something foolish and bad. It's totally possible. I'm enjoying the implication that you might stream more during the holidays may have translated to start 15 minutes early. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether I was going to stream more or possibly less. We'll see. 15 minutes early. It doesn't actually mean I'm going to be streaming more. Because some stuff kind of came up. Alright. We got the kill. Man, I'm really glad we have that store coming up and we can do some repairs. Let's go ahead and jump to that. Well, you have hacking. Of course you do. Hacking and cloaking. Well, I don't actually want cloaking. How greedy is it to pick up hacking here? Is it like greedy or is it completely the right play? I mean, hacking makes our ship weapon system a lot better. It also makes us a little bit more vulnerable to damage because I won't be getting repairs and then I'm going to take a string of fights. Does the season 2 be greedy? I think it's like the opposite of the season to be greedy. Oh no, wait, Christmas is over. Yeah, no, back to greedy. I suppose that's true. Fence drone is also tempting because it shoots down missiles for us. Maybe that's the right call. I mean, that's probably... Okay, I'm facing a lot of ships. They're gonna have missiles. Let's not go full greed with hacking, even though we could use defensive hacking. Let's spend the 50 scrap to get that. I'll be able to buy a power bar, I believe. And then we can do a fuel, and we can just repair up. I'm okay with that. Oh, seasons are reversed. You should never trust anything I say. Oh. Oh, should I... Wait, should I trust you to not trust you? Now I'm confused. Hey, you have a missile! Haha! Guess what? Oh yeah, I want all my shields, I got that on, you're trying to run away. Okay, so we have a fire drone, we have this to deal with the missile. And we want to hit them in their weapons and piloting. Just to be safe. Okay. I only need the shield. We'll max up evasion. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. You let me down. We had a conversation about you not doing that. To an Artemis, no less. Oh, I'm a fool. It's started to fire somewhere. I now have to find it. Okay, none of my systems are on fire, so it's either... I think it's in the room next to engines. Let's turn off the defense drone, because why do I need a defense drone? No, let's not do that. Okay. So I didn't actually take any damage for that mistake. Yeah. Got 11 scrap for it. Hello? What do you have? Okay, so burst laser 1, small bomb. Defense drone is going to do anything for us here. Again, Mantis, no NGs. Alright. Let's see where they board. To my rock. Let's help them out. And might as well send the NG as well. Go, Riot Blob. Okay. Wow, that's... They teleported away pretty quickly. Lets me think that that is an upgraded teleporter. Okay, so it's an ion bomb. So as long as it doesn't hit us in the shields, we're completely safe. Come on, you can't break the oxygen. Thank you. Alright, there's my 2 shots. This should distract their crew to drastically lower their piloting. Oh, I should also close all my doors. Okay, being back, you're gonna go try to do oxygen repairs. I think I've only done 1 damage to their weapon system. That's not gonna reach. I could do 3 damage. I should knock their shields down a peg, though. That's a worthy idea. You pick up chatter from the enemy ship. You know what? Forget this. Prepare to retreat. Looks like they're preparing to make a hasty getaway. Yes, they are. Okay, they're kind of panicking, and that lets me think that there's a fire there. Okay, everyone back to their stations. Okay. So fire is actually good because the oxygen's out. That's going to burn that room out quickly. What's not good is they actually had a buffer point. Oh, wow, we killed a crew member there. That's kind of interesting. Unfortunately, they still have piloting. This is an event, if I have it correctly, they will jump almost instantaneously. And we're actually now gonna wait. Their medbay is off, their O2 is down. They have already lost a considerable amount of health putting out the fire. It looks like there's still a fire going on. So the fire might do the work for us, or we get another crew kill here. Either way, we'll just be patient and see what happens. The worst thing would happen is if they started like chaining some, ion bombs into our weapons and then magically got away. Come on. Oh, they fixed the O2. Well. Yeah. Dang it. The other crew member still died. Oh, I thought I had 2 shots charged. Sorry about that. Almost a crew kill, but almost doesn't count. Okay, 24 scrap. Jorlak. Yeah, why don't you take a break and enjoy some fresh air. As a human, it's not because that they're a human that I'm strictly doing this, but they'll gain their... They don't take as much experience to level up. It's just that they're kind of my fighter, and I need them at full health to deal with borders, and we're still in a Mantis zone. So, more so than I need minor, probably wouldn't make a big difference, improvements to my shield recharge rate. 1, 2, 3... That doesn't look to be a dive. Don't be a dive. Nobody wants you to be a dive. Hi! Hey! Okay, defense drone, go. Okay, they have an NG this time. Mantis again. Okay, let's do some shifting. Again, since I have a clone bay, I actually want to distribute the amount of punishment my crew is taking so they're at full health as much as possible. Wow, upgraded medbay and oxygen. Alright, but we killed 1 Mantis. It's unlike I can't really get a crew kill here because of the NG. The NG will just do repairs too fast. Well, you know, the crew that fights together stays together. Something, maybe. Ooh. Let's aid the civilian ship. Okay, they have only 2 crew. Really? Alright, so this is a little bit scary. This ion... I don't know if I could do the ion trick in time. This fires at 13 seconds, this fires at 8, whether my shields would charge in time or not. After like a year, well, I think I've only been casting for about a year, so it's up there. How you doing, Slivel? So we actually have potential for a crew kill here because of how clone bait works. So we beat up the mantis that boards us, but we do not kill them. They will board back at low health. Then they will try to board us again, and this time they will board us with the NG. We murder the NG, kill the mantis, and then hit him in the clone bay. But again, these weapons are actually kind of scary. Alright, we're gonna just ignore them. Ideally, we drop them down to like 15 health. Actually, below 15 health, because someone pointed out to me that if the enemy's exactly at 15 health and you hit them with a weapon, which always does 15 damage, it only deals 14. It's like they have shield gate or something. Alright, so I do need to punch him in the weapons. Just a tap. Okay, that was a really good dodge. Yeah, that would have been really tough for me to time to get the ion to, so we actually don't get hit. Wow, triple misses. Nice. I am totally okay with that. You're at 24 health. Go ahead, teleport back. 20, 15, 12. Perfect. That's just perfect. Pretty good. Just watched a chill stream to hang out. Followed you a long time ago. So here I am. Well, welcome back. Very chill as murder streams go. Look, as I said, it's not murder. You volunteered. We don't have a conscription or a draft, so it's totally legit. Oh, why'd you have to repair weapons? The trick is the NG's gonna keep doing repairs. And they're gonna repair weapons. I need the NG to not be repairing weapons. Stop it. Oh no, NG's boarding, NG's boarding. Okay. Okay. Let's go human, NG, and human. And then I still want to do 1 damage to this system so it cannot hurt me. And then I need this to only be a level 1 clone bay to pull this off. And I also need this NG to die. That's it though. That's all the parameters. Okay, parameter 1, parameter 2. Now we just need to shoot the mantis and we get a crew kill here. It says welcome to the murder most foul right there. Saying it's not murder is kind of lacking in credibility. I'm not really going for credibility. It's not a major concern. Alright, now we just zap the mantis. Boom. No more life signs detected from the pirate ship. You hasten to contact the civilian ship. 25 scrap, and the civilians, they ran away. What? That... ungrateful so-and-sos? I don't think I actually get to the store. Sure, I'll lead you to your destination. Quest marker, next sector, 12 scrap. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We're just gonna hit the exit. That's okay. Pirates in hot pursuit. Stay out of this fight and it will make it worth your while. I'm not gonna take that bribe yet. Pirate interceptor. Alright, so it looks like they have a flak and a heavy laser. Mantis, NG, flak, heavy laser. Okay. I mean, I have 21. Alright, let's go ahead and put up the defense drone. It will shoot down flaks for us. The only problem is some of the flaks are actually decoys. But I'm terrified of, like, all 3 of these shots hitting me in the shields, and then I'm in trouble. And I don't like being in trouble. Okay. Got the NG's doing that. The NG's doing those repairs. I really can't let you have your weapons online, no offense. Probably not going to be a kill here. I don't know if we can keep the NG distracted, but that's going to be really tough because he just fixes so fast. If I had something like mind control. Ooh, so now this is interesting. We got the Mantis doing repairs. Okay, now they're offering me 5 missiles, drone 13 scrap. That's a pretty terrible offer. We have a chance at double rewards here, and this is pretty low. I don't really have a use for missiles, so we're gonna go ahead and reject that as well. What are my chances of crew kill? It's probably about 0 now. I have to do 2 damage to this system, hit them in the weapons again. I think we just go for a kill. Oh, I forgot they have rock plating because it's a rock ship. It's super unlikely. Oh, is that a fire? I mean, the fire's kind of good, but again, the NG is just being their NG self, ruining my fun by staying alive and not suffocating. So we got 31 scrap. Pirate victims jumped away. Yeah, I'd rather have 31 scrap than 15. That was a dive. Uncharted Nebula. I mean, nebulas are okay. We do have long-range scanners, so nebulas have a lot more empty jumps. Hopefully our long-range scanners show us where the money is. Okay, I'm pretty sure I want that store. We can go 1, 2, 3, then store. Do I want anything before that? I mean, Sector 4, 2 shields is pretty much the norm. We have this for missiles, which is pretty nice as well. We're down to 8 fuel. So we're going to be looking for picking up hacking now. You're a 3 shielded ship. I can't deal damage to them. Let's try to remain concealed and good. That's great. Fleet pursuit doubled. I can't beat 3 shielded ships. Really? We're just going to jump to all the ships are now 3 shielded ships in Sector 4? I mean, again, ignore. Wow, this is brutal. That's 2 jumps I don't want to miss on. Alright, well, let's go to this. Okay, we're going to go here, the Ion Storm, and then we're going to go to the store. Alright, the reason I did this is I was hoping it was this event, because my clone bay makes this quote-unquote safe. Safe for everybody but Riot. We did get 15 scrap, and Riot comes back. Sorry. Okay, so we need a weapon and we need hacking, because apparently all the ships in this sector are 3 shielded ships. And this has breach bomb. Breach bomb is not ideal. Alright, is there another store? No. Let me turn on my oxygen. Man, we were having such a nice run, and then it decided to make every single ship 3 shields. I use my defense drone, so if we fought a bunch of missile ships, the defense drone would have been fine. But if I had hacking instead, I would have won those 3 fights. I don't know if I would have taken damage by that missile system. Dang it. Alright, well, first off, I need fuel. How much is... It's gonna leave me with 42 scrap. And that bomb is 60. I mean, I have to take it. Because elsewise I'm just not relevant against these 3 shielded ships. Oh, wait, I had a buffer point in weapons. That makes it feel less awful. Not amazing, but less awful. Okay. Oh wow, the sector layout is now terrible. Aw, jeez. Okay, so what I needed to do, I should have checked the sector layout before I came here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps. Wow, this sector was awful. Of course I'm going to check the pirate ship. Oh, look at you, being decent with only 2 shields. Okay. That's a fairly substantial missile. I do not want to be shot by it. Call me crazy. And that is all I need to deal with this single shot. So as this doesn't let us go down, we're completely safe. Looks like we have a Mantis, an NG, and a Slug. So I don't see any drones. They must have like an anti-boarding drone or repair drone, so my Slug can't see those. Let's path this way. Okay, Mantis in the O2. Okay, well, so much they do have a repair bot. That's... Thank you. Yeah, the repair bot is going to make any attempts at a O2 kill pretty unlikely, as in, like, not at all going to happen. Our run isn't, like, over by any stretch of the imagination. It's just... That was pretty bad RNG to hit all those ships. 3 fuel really isn't enough. 16 scrap is just not going to get it done. I lost way too much scrap in this sector. $17 scrap, 2 fuel. Okay, well, that's a little better, I suppose. Okay, just keep being fights, please. Thank you. Intruders on board. Oh. That's not ideal. Alright, I really don't even want to fight them. It'd be better just to let them... Again, my crew is actually now starting to be trained in systems, so I don't want to respawn them. They do move fast. Alright. Well, no scrap again. Dang, 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 dang. Okay, you're trying to run. You have a burst laser 2. That is legit gross. This is a level 1 mind control. I do have to actually stop you from breaking my systems. Now on the plus side, they don't have a shield. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna do some jukes. Okay, maximize jukes. Just need to miss 1. Oh no, we got the weapon down in time. Nice, I'll take that as well. Okay. So we shouldn't have to use a breach bomb here then. Alright. 18 scrap. Man, that's like Sector 1 rewards. So I think I can take this, hit there, and the exit, and kind of hoping it's that same thing before where we're cool with because we have a clone bay. Nope. Again, I need fights now. Okay, basically they're meeting me in. Oh, well, you're kind of gross. Okay, but they only have one shield up. I have no evasion, though. We can just take down their weapons. This is really dangerous. I don't exactly know how, like, doing damage to their clone, their drone control, they actually might bring up a more powerful drone. But at least their weapon systems are now down. Okay, now I'm running 2 shields, so that's better. So are they. That's fine. Okay, please don't miss. Just don't miss. I know I'm also actually running it low on oxygen. Now I'm definitely low on oxygen. I should have charged up oxygen before jumping. There was no reason not to. Really need these shots to hit. Oh, let's keep moving until we actually get to a place where we can breathe. Okay, shields down. Yeah, oxygen down to 24%. Understood. Should be bad. 22% oxygen. We have a clone bay, so we're actually, like, unless our oxygen dies and they get us in the clone bay, which shouldn't happen, we should be okay. Oh, that got, like, repaired instantaneously. Fair enough. So it's because we already dealt 1 damage to it. %, oxygen, 18% oxygen. We're fine. We're fine. Alright. Let's actually let our oxygen levels get back to normal. 25 scrap. I can name a crew member. Welcome aboard. Alright, 39% oxygen. See, it's fine. I wasn't worried. It's totally okay. And now I just have to hope that I was right and it's not a dive. Because if it's a dive, that actually means the second jump is probably also a dive and this run is over. Let's take a peek. Not a dive. Okay. Yeah, and this is all about the... I think we made maybe 100 scrap in this sector. Do I even want to store? Sure. No, okay, no, we gotta fight with cloaking. Okay. So we have a heavy 2 and some sort of bomb. It's an ion bomb because it hasn't fired yet. As long as I take one of the weapons out, should be okay. It's not gonna run. So automated ships, if they don't run once you get to it, it doesn't run ever. It's not like it changes its mind. Alright, with its evasion down, I want to take down its... Take this down, so now we should be fine. If you could just give me like an amazing amount of scrap, I would super appreciate it. That was a little bit of sloppy firing. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure. I got ioned in the piloting. Hey, Thomas. How's it going? Scraps would be helpful. 29 scrap. Okay, I have to wait for the ion to go away. That was a pretty rough sector 4. Yeah. So we had an absolutely amazing sector 1. I mean, I put a buffer point in weapons, 1 in drones, and then we were still able to buy shields at the end of the sector. I then had a choice between defense drone and hacking, but if I bought hacking, I would get absolutely no repairs and no fuel, so I went defense drone instead. I've used it 3 times, and at the start of the sector, we ran into 3 consecutive 3-shielded ships that I could not shoot, and then bought a breach bomb to stay relevant. Hey, Dragon, how are you? Okay, Zoltan controlled our Slug Nebula. Huh. I do not have the firepower to deal with Zoltan shields. I just don't. Yeah, I don't know about affiliate. I'm always sort of like if I want to or not, if it's actually worthwhile. I was gonna give myself maybe about a year and see if, because I made affiliate like the first month and I thought that seemed weird. And then, you know, go forward because of how affiliate works, until you make $100, you don't make any dollars, and then even then it's only in $100 increments. And how worthwhile that was going to be. Okay, so we're sector 5. I still want hacking, a couple repairs, a little bit of fuel, shields 3. Something we could start thinking about as well. Mind control also would be decent against, you know, non-AI drone ships. Okay, 2 shields. 2 shields is reasonable. Where were you at the start of the last sector? Oh, no, I'm not gonna get partnered. No, I didn't have any inclination to get partnered. I mean, that's a longer down the road, so far down the road kind of thing. It was more like, would I actually still be interested in casting after like a year? Because I would feel bad if I was like, I got an affiliate, and then people gave me money, and then I was just like, you know what? I'm not really into this. Or felt like beholden to individuals. You're a mantis ship that doesn't have boarding. I mean, I don't want to tell you what you should be doing with your life. Okay, that's good stuff. That's a firebomb. I'd be okay. Okay, that's a firebomb into an empty room. Alright, so we're gonna vent it and we have no oxygen. What should I be doing with my life since you're not gonna tell them? I don't... Look, do I look like... Look at my starting ship. Does that look like I'm an individual with a plan? No. No, it does not. Is this like not wise? Are you kidding me? It's like a level 3? I can't resist not doing this. I should wait for Eli to eventually stream again and throw bits at him. Yeah, he's off. I think he said he's not going to do anything during winter. He went home and forgot all about us. Yeah, so after he was done with teaching the youngins, he's just like, I'm out of here. Can I breach bomb him again? It's tempting. I missed. They don't even have anyone on piloting and engines, and I missed. I disagree. All right, well, we're not gonna do it anymore. particularly says I keep on missing, because I still really have a lot of trouble cracking 3 shields. And I just can't waste breach bombs trying to get snazzy crew kills. I'd like to, I just can't. That was rude of him. Family. I know. I thought we were his family. Yeah, I took an extra hit because of that. 28 scrap. 28 scrap. That's not a lot of scrap. Game. All right. I kind of just want to see where a store is. Twitch fam. Oh, you're 3 shields, and you have missiles. Okay. Alright, I need a defense drone, and I have no way to lower their evasion. And they got a bomb and a missile, so hopefully this deals with the missile. Our 2 shields will do with this weapon. And the bomb is, we'll see. I really need my breach to connect in their shield room so that I can hurt them. That's why it was really foolish for me to try and get a crew kill. I mean, that was really greedy. Drones. That's bad. Particularly since I missed. Okay, so we're now vulnerable to that missile. I didn't close that door. Alright, well, let's turn on oxygen, I guess. I can try maximizing evasion. Well, that's one way to make sure my drone control doesn't come back online. Fair enough. Okay, I have to move them. You really want... You went in here? I mean, I guess. Alright, gotta get back to work. Just want to stop by and say hi. Alright, well, thank you for stopping by. This is so bad. This is even worse. Please don't miss. I need you to absolutely not miss again. Dang. Okay. I'm gonna lose my engines. Okay, I barely keeping my engines alive. I just lost my crew. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't waste bombs. So yeah, I mean, yeah, this is still C in all of its glory. Okay, that missed. Jesus, is terrifying. So that bomb could have, like, sniped both of them while they're in that room, and then I'm just totally hosed. Okay, you're gonna escape. I really need you to not escape, if you don't mind. If you could just not escape. That is not a good enough offer for... Okay, I just couldn't eat any more missiles. Man, that's last sector. Sector 4 was just so awful because I ran into 3 shielded ships. And had to choose between hacking and the defense drone. And if I go hacking and I just eat a bunch of missiles, like an Artemis missiles, and my run ends, then that's the wrong choice. Alright, you guys, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to revive, because they're too low on health. And I'm gonna have to reassign some positions then. We'll see. Dango, dango, dango. Okay. Well, we're at 13 hull. I still have 2 shields. I mean, I need some way to lower enemy evasion. Also, so if that breach bomb had hit, the first one did, we would have been fine. I mean, it's not like saying that the dodge itself was extraordinary. I mean, because it wasn't. It's just that we're now hurting. Difficulty, 1 of the 5 moons of the planet hitting the nebula. 5 moons. 5 moons. You drift closer. You are contacted by a slug marooned on the moon's surface. I shall join your crew, say I. If you can answer the simple question, how many moons are in orbit? 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, or 4, 11? I believe it was 5. Okay, so we get a repair mantis. Hi. I think I'll put on engines. It's probably the second least. I can put the human there and they train faster, but alright. Something. Alright. I really can't do anything because I need 75 scrap for either mind control or 80 scrap for hacking. So it's not like I can get a buffer point and shields. I don't know, maybe I could do engines. That's 60. I don't know. It's a little bit of evasion, which is going to help since I have to retrain engines. Okay, they disabled our door system. I really should have bought a buffer point in O2 as well. Maybe I'll do it after this fight. Okay, so that's going to be a firebomb. Weapons-wise, it's not bad. I don't have to use my defense drone here. But, yeah, I need to hit them in the shields with my breach too, or it doesn't matter. And they hit me in the weapons. Need to put that out. And what's the best pattern to hit them? I have to at least hit them in the weapons. Can I go shields, weapon, and engine? Let's go shields and maybe dropping their evasion. If I get a fire there, that'll be helpful. But I need my weapons to stay online. Nice. Okay, everyone go back and get shot. Go ahead and start repairing O2. Okay, well, they did that again. Their shields are down, though. That actually does mean quite a bit. Apparently so are mine. Okay, we actually took damage to the weapons. Could you not? Could you just not? Okay, I think I took 3 damage this fight. Alright, yay, 28 scrap. again, that feels really low. Of course, everything feels really low now. All right, I need that in case they do the O2 hack. Because if my crew dies, that's going to be really bad. And I'm low on fuel. Nebula looks like it's recently seen 2 ships exchange fire with mutually assured destruction results. Wreckage drifts by your screens and tumbles into the depths of the nebula to be lost to sight. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation. Slug crew? Assist the survivors? You bring the survivor aboard, discover their wounds are severe and they won't last much longer. Make them comfortable. Try to clone them? Gumpo! Wow, apparently this sector's just full of repair slugs. Just slugs that are, feeling low. It's not over. It's not over. Okay, so same thing. I need to desperately hit. This has to hit them in the shields. It's a heavy 2 in the beams. So if we just dodge every one of these shots, we're completely safe. We didn't, and. Wow, they had a buffer point in their shields. Normally, so that deals 3 damage. They actually had a buffer point in their shields. Okay, now ideally this is gonna start this firing at 13 seconds. This is 17 seconds. They're gonna desync. Please stop missing. Hi. I hope that hurt. Looked like it hurt. Okay, well, we're now safe, aside from the fact that, you know, we took damage. Alright, I'm just keeping the shield system down. Not going to accept your surrender. Not gonna happen. Can't trust slugs. Just can't. 38 scrap, no fuel. Okay, so we have to kind of push ahead. It's gonna be 3 shielded ship. 2 shielded. Attack the automated. I have to. I have to. Okay, this fight is not awful. It's not amazing, but it's not awful. Okay, I mean, we can still get hurt, but 2 beam drones with a little luck with evasion. Both these shots hit, we should be okay. Did not both hit. And all their shots did. Okay. That was a really bad miss. We're probably dead now. I don't know. Don't miss. Yeah. Rip. Well, like I said, the only thing I can say about it was the coin flip of getting hacking versus that defense drone. And, you know, with perfect information, the defense drone was the wrong choice. But we were in a Mantis sector, and I think we were at like 14 hull. So we just ran into like 5, and we knew that we're gonna run into like 6 fights in a row. If that's like 6 Artemises in a row, we just die. But other than that, Yeah, it was really unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, 617 scrap